I guess it's a friend really, a mate, just someone that puts a bit of time aside to spend with a young person in care to help them out, I suppose.
An independent visitor is someone who befriends a young person in care. They visit once a month and typically do an activity together, ranging from ice skating or going to the cinema, to walks or getting hot chocolates.
I've been an independent visitor for about 6 years now. It's been absolutely brilliant. So much fun, and I've really loved meeting new young people, trying new things. We've just done an absolute bunch.
I believe that working with young people to be one of the best things that you can possibly do. I took on this particular work in my retirement, and I can tell you that working with young people really is something special. And I think that independent visiting describes the role pretty well.
An IV is a person who volunteers their time to you as a friend and an outsider that can give you perspective on situations that you might be having a hard time with.
I'm an independent visitor, which is a volunteering opportunity where you get to be a kind of mentor and a friend for a young person in care.
My visitor is called Helen. She has been my visitor for 11 years. For a visitor is someone who takes you out and befriends you. It's important for me as I do not see my family very much.
Hi, my name is Ollie and I became an IV about a year ago. I saw an advert in a magazine when I was on maternity leave, and I had just adopted a baby through Lincolnshire Family Services and felt that it was a really worthwhile programme and something that I wanted to get involved in.
You simply befriending a young person, taking time, giving time, taking time with that young person, listening to their problems, listening to their issues, being non-judgmental, giving advice when asked, and generally being a good example to a young person.
When I was 15, I got an IV, who I still speak to and seen as an aunt figure today. She also inspired me to be an IV myself now. Having an IV meant having somebody who wasn't employed to talk to me. She was just someone who cared.
I've been an IV for nearly 4 years now, and we get to meet up once a month and do a really fun activity. You can do anything really, so we've been bowling or been to museums or played tennis or done pottery classes or cooking. It's kind of unlimited opportunities.
To me, well, I've been matched with a couple of lads now. In fact, I always joke that I've got more out of it than they have, although that's quite possibly true. Personally, I found it really rewarding, really good fun. It's just a great way of meeting new people and trying out some new things, really.
They take you out places and get you away from everything in life just so you can talk.
I would say that an IV is a very steady and constant presence in the young person's life, and a good adult role model as much as we can be.
Helen and me have become good friends, and I really enjoyed our outings together. We have done lots of different and fun activities together and have a good laugh too.
Having someone who remembered the small things and someone who I could celebrate my achievements with was invaluable. Someone who made me feel normal and took me out to do the normal things. She always remembered my birthday, my favourite foods, and picked up on subtleties about activities I'd like to do. Even now, she's one of the first people I text when I achieve something. She taught me to be proud of myself.
We learned how to swim together as well, which took a few months, but gave us such a sense of achievement. And it's been really fantastic being a trusted adult, befriending a young person. I know how much difference it makes in their lives and definitely how much it's made in mine.
Being an IV now feels great to give back. It often feels like it's so small what I'm doing, but I look back and remember what a difference the visit's made to me. However, I never thought I'd be putting on rollerblades again. To a young person, an adult who can show you a healthy, consistent relationship and someone who will dedicate time to you is invaluable.
That I would really encourage young people to have an independent visitor, as I genuinely enjoyed having Helen as my friend.
To any young person, I'd 100% recommend asking for an IV. You deserve to have one. They aren't just another person turning up. Being honest with your worker about what your interests are and what you'd like to do on your visits, so that they can find the right person for you. The visits are all about you and the IV is yours alone.
My young person was 15 when I met her. She's now 16. She's lovely. I really enjoy the time that I spend with her. It does, require quite a lot of energy and investment in that space, but I would encourage anybody that's interested to get involved. It's such a worthwhile thing to do.
When I initially thought about doing it, I think I did it because I thought it was the right thing to do. It was right to give something back, to help people, but actually now the reason I carry on doing it is just because, as I say, it's good fun. So as I say, if you're thinking about doing it, definitely do it, and you might just change someone's life, including your own.
I've thoroughly enjoyed, building relationships, and it's been really valuable to me, and as well as obviously knowing that you're helping make a difference to a young person and having a lot of fun at the same time. So I would definitely recommend it. If anyone is looking to become a volunteer in some way, being an independent visitor is a valuable thing to do.
So for any new IV or anybody considering it, I would say absolutely go for it. It is so much fun. You won't regret it, so give it a go.
If you decide to take on this role, you'll feel like me, hopefully. You become a proud and a valued member of the National Independent Visitor Network. My advice to you is get involved. It's very worthwhile.